Okay, here's one scene I was able to salvage from my computer. This is the breakup scene for the skeleton and the woman in the store. At the start here, I give a little introduction as to what's happening. This actually ended up not being quite how it happened in Galaxy Gulp, but small changes like that happen all the time. Also note that I use brackets to indicate that these are notes for the reader as to what's happening. And below I'll have the character's line. And notice how I skip a line every time the character speaking changes. That's to make it more readable so the actors can follow it better. I'll have their name, then a colon, then the actual line. And I put additional notes in the parentheses here. It doesn't really matter, but the distinction I make is that notes that are part of the delivery of the line, I put in parentheses. And notes that indicate something is happening in the scene, I put in separate brackets. Here's an example of something happening in the scene. This is actually something that was cut from the final video. I was originally going to have the skeleton holding a bottle of wine, like he's shopping, then drop it when the woman said she wanted to dump him in order to express his shock. We ended up foregoing it because we decided the amount of extra work it would take to do that wasn't worth it for a small effect like this. Anyway, you can pause this screen if you want to read all of it, but for the most part it's just what's in the video. This is just to show you what your own script might look like. You can use any text editor. The main thing that matters is that your script is easy for other people to read. And it's not always necessary, but you may want to consider storyboarding your script as well so everyone has a better idea of what it will look like. I mean, look at us. We're flooding you with stickman drawings, but that's sometimes all it takes in order to get a visual message across. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on script writing. I could say more, but it would get too specific, and I don't know what kind of movie you're going to be making. My advice for making a horror movie would be different than if you were making a romantic comedy. You can make it on almost anything in any genre, which is what's great about the medium. So let's move on to voice recording next.